Hey, welcome, 2017, October 15th, and I am here tonight to uncover another emerald story, later going diamond, Cheryl Gatzky with our Take Control team. And it gives me great privilege for her to be sitting beside me tonight and just uncovering a little bit about who Cheryl is, so everybody gets to know. I know you've heard Cheryl on the national call a couple of weeks ago. She was interviewed by Corey, and so here she is sitting beside me. Oh, that wasn't Corey, that was John Lorenzo that night. Was it, or was it Corey? No, it was Corey Johnson. So here's Cheryl. And so my first question to you, Cheryl, is if you can just tell everybody who is Cheryl Gatzky.
Hello, everyone. My name is Cheryl Gatzky. I'm a wife of almost 25 years. I have 2 children. And I got involved with Valentus through Kathy. She was at an event, and I recognized her because she was in the school system, and I knew her through my children and through school, and I recognized her. And I tried a lot of things over the years, and here she was living proof that something was working. I didn't know what she was doing at the time. And just kind of listened in as she talked to others, and then we go over and talk to her, and okay, it doesn't sound that difficult. And it wasn't pills, it wasn't patches, it wasn't a diet, because it seems like as soon as you tell people that you can't have this, you can't have that, well, so that's all you want. Even if you don't like that stuff, then you want it. So, okay, I'll give this a try. I started my journey with the first week going away on a vacation. And from there, I came back, and it was December, so I came back. It was Christmas, and it was New Year's, and then it was my birthday, and then January 4th, I got laid off from my job. And I had worked in the corporate world for almost 28 years, and so this was a big change in my life. And one of the only consistent things after that was that I stuck with the Valentus product and building my story and becoming a product of the product. And I'm just a regular person. I'm no superhero. I'm not perfect, but I decided to take control of my own life and make some changes. And Valentus has enabled me to be able to do that.
Thanks, Cheryl. So I remember Cheryl coming into the library. It was my very first meeting, actually, it was my very first public time sharing Valentus since I'd started my journey. I mean, people had seen me and asked me what I was doing, but I publicly had a board up there, and I was publicly showing people what I was doing. And so Cheryl was hovering around me, and she came in and asked me. And so one of the reasons that we're uncovering our leaders here now is because we want to show people that we are normal people and that we are here, we're not going anywhere, and I know Cheryl's one of them. And so Cheryl, you've told us who you are. Just tell everyone a little bit about your journey, like how much weight have you lost, and what is your physical journey with Valentus so far? I think it's a pretty cool story, actually.
So I started the products initially because I wanted to lose weight. That was my main focus was to do that. And I've been quite successful, I feel. Have I had ups and downs? Absolutely. And you need to be able to manage your expectations. That being said, I have lost 45 pounds and 70 inches. And as Kathy's husband likes to tell me, we measure in feet now, because at one point I came over to talk about that, and I was almost at 3 feet at that point. So since then, that's become the joke between us. And so now I'm just shy of that 6 foot mark, and plan on continuing that journey. So depending on what's going on in your life, you're going to find that things go up and down. Don't be alarmed. Don't get hung up on just the weight loss, like just the scale, because there's so much more to it. For myself, I used to get terrible migraine headaches. With those, I get the blurred vision, I get nauseous, and it was a terrible thing to have. I also, working with the public all the time, I get colds easily 3 to 4 times a year. With that, for me, right away it would go into my chest, and I'd lose my voice, and then usually at least once a year, it turned into red pants. Since starting the Valentus products, since starting my journey, I no longer get any of that. And so, if I never lost another pound, which won't be the case, it would still be worth it for the other health benefits. And others in my family have found the same thing. They're using the product. They know that when they're not using it, if they stop for a while, they feel it different. If they're around a bunch of people that are sick, they want the immune. They want to make sure that they're taking that because they know that it helps them to feel better. They know that it helps them to get better faster. If they have caught a cold, that they can take those to help them out. So that's something I've always liked to do, is to be able to help people. And so now I can not only help my friends and family, but I can help others that I need.
Yeah, and that's just listening to Cheryl's other successes. This is way bigger than weight loss. Valentus is helping people in so many ways, and we can't make medical claims. We can only share our own personal journeys. But don't be afraid to ask us if you are struggling with any health issues at all. These products bring core nutrition back to our bodies, and in doing so, it's crazy how many things we're seeing. Actually, I went for a walk this morning, and I had a toque on, and I came home, and I have all this new hair growth up here, and it's just getting longer now, so it's kind of a pain because it doesn't all tuck into my ponytail. But that's part of core nutrition. So, these products work from the inside out, and sometimes weight loss might be the last thing. So, we're all on a journey, and I am so proud of Cheryl that, sometimes people yo-yo back and forth, and they'll try one thing and they'll try something else. We're sticking to this, and we're seeing some amazing things happening for us. So, why did you pick Valentus? I mean, there's so many different things that you could have done. Like, why Valentus, and why are you still here?
Well, I guess part of it was yourself, as far as I could identify with you. You were a real person standing there. There's your pictures. I had known you from the past, and it was working for you. From that, I was able to try the products and notice the difference in myself, the changes that it was making, and enabling me to feel better overall. And it's helped as far as personal development and learning more about myself and my journey, and just being able to help others. And that's something that I've always enjoyed doing, is helping other people. Now I can help other people to feel better. And who doesn't want to feel better? It's a very positive environment. There is so much negative going on in the world now that I really feel people need that. And whether they want to be in business with us or not, or whether they want to be a product user, either is fine. Being part of this environment, this positive environment, being able to listen to people's stories and hear how their lives are changing, and just such a positive experience is really, I can't describe how it makes people feel.
Yeah, I think Cheryl and we're on the same page with that, as we started for ourselves because we wanted to get ourselves better, and then all of a sudden it was way bigger than that, and it's now become, we want to help other people. We have found solutions for ourselves. We know how good these products make us feel. Ted Wilson, who introduced Doug and I and my brother Mike, he told us, become products of the product. 1, share your story. 2, and that is exactly what we do. Is we now are sharing our story, and we're basically the proof people now, right? Like, people are looking at us now, and that's why we're doing this interview. We are publicly accountable for our success, and we're not afraid to publicly say we're products of the product. You can see the pin I'm wearing here. It says "I'm all in," and we were down in Florida a couple of weeks ago, and our CEO Dave Jordan made us look at him in the eye and say, "I'm all in, and I am not going anywhere. I'm planting my flag with Valentus because we have some amazing products that are helping a lot of people, including us and our families." And so we have branded our team the Take Control Team. which is kind of cool. And so it's way bigger than just our weight loss. We're taking control of a whole bunch of things. Doug and I are baby boomers, and we were sort of out of control with thinking we were going to retire. And I've said this in other interviews that we really didn't have a plan. So I can see a future for us taking control of everything, and we're going to not die with our music still inside us. We're going to live our life 100%. So for you, Cheryl, tell everybody, like, what does this Take Control Team mean to you? And where do you see yourself in the future with us?
I guess, like I was saying before, it's such a positive environment that it's something that I think you always want to be part of, because there's so much negative, and you want to be part of a positive environment where you can see yourself going somewhere in the future. You're able to help others on their journey and just be in a good place and be able to live your life with no regrets.
Yeah. So that's Cheryl Gatzky, and the Take Control team is really happy that you're with us, Cheryl, and I know that you are going to help a lot of people with your example and your story. So I'm going to let you say the final words, whatever you want to say to everybody watching this today, and as you watch the recording of this, what do you want to say to everybody?
Well, it's never too late to change. You're the one in charge of your own life. You have one life to live, one place to live, and that's your body. And it's up to you to make the changes so that you can be around to enjoy the rest of your life. So, hope you're able to make that decision and then move forward with everything.
Yeah, and I know I said you get the last word, but you just made me realize that's really what our passion is with the Take Control team is. We both in our lives have experienced watching people close to us get into crisis situations and not making it. And so our passion, I know that Cheryl's got the same passion as me, is we don't want people to get through a crisis before they're looking for solutions. So don't let that happen. We have something that's going to help you. So start helping yourself before it's too late. So, in saying that, thanks so much for coming over and interviewing tonight, Cheryl. It was great to have you sitting beside me, and have a good